Do not speak unless spoken to. Do not mention the White Tower or Aes Sedai.
Good afternoon. If you would be so kind as to dismount your horses. Are you headed to Whitebridge?
Yes, sir.
It's a dangerous time to be on the road.
Wars and witches don't concern us, sir. We are just hoping to find a safe place to settle for the night.
I'm sorry. We have one of the questioners with us today.
All those who seek passage through our land must be properly questioned. Where did you say you were from?
I didn't, but I'm from the borderlands,
Search the horses.
where men know how to keep their hands to themselves.
Say the White Tower dispatched 8 sisters. They can't help but get their fingers in others' business.
Sorry, sir. I have a wound. Not healing well. 8 feet tall with a mouth like a boar. You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Can I see your wound map? The Dark One's eye is truly upon us.
Perhaps you can help them.
The light is always with you. I will not forget your faces should we meet again.
Because the balance between Saidin and Saidar was destroyed. The taint turned one half against the other, and the world fractured. To prevent a second breaking, to keep the wheel turning, the world must see Saidin and Saidar not as separate, but as 2 parts of a single dance. This is the heart of the cosmic dance, not a battle, but a harmony. Saidin and Saidar do not fight each other, they complete each other. The world's fear and tradition have blinded it to this truth for too long, but the channelers who matter, Rand, Egwene, Nynaeve, Logain, have begun to see clearly. They know that the one power's strength lies not in choosing one half over the other, but in embracing both. And in that embrace, the Wheel of Time finds its balance. The last battle is won, and the world is saved. To understand Saidin and Saidar is to understand the very soul of the Wheel of Time universe, a universe where division is an illusion, and unity is the only true power. If Saidar is a whispering weave of precision and Saidin a storm tempered by purpose, their union rare as a clear sky in the blight reveals the one power's true might, not in division, but in harmony. For centuries, the world of the Wheel of Time kept these 2 halves apart, bound by fear of Saidin's taint and the White Tower's rigid traditions. But the rare moments when Saidin and Saidar flowed together are nothing short of transcendent. The first such spark came in the Eye of the World, when Rand, raw with Saidin's fire, and Egwene, steady in Saidar's embrace, stood against Baalzamon. Rand's weave of fire and earth shattered the ground, a tempest that threatened to consume everything in its path, but Egwene's threads of air and water wrapped around it, not to contain it, but to guide it. The 2 powers merged into a single blast, bright as sunlight through storm clouds, that sent the Dark One's avatar reeling. It was not Saidin overpowering Saidar, nor vice versa. It was a dance, each half lifting the other, to heights neither could reach alone. Another moment came in, a memory of light during the last battle at Sheol Ghul. Nynaeve, wielding Saidar's healing, knelt beside Rand as he channeled Saidin to mend the pattern's frayed edges. her weave of spirit wrapped around his, steadying it when the Dark One's influence threatened to twist it into destruction. Together, they sealed a crack in the pattern that would have let darkness flood the world, a feat no single channeler, male or female, could have accomplished. These moments are rare, not because the One Power resists unity, but because fear and tradition have taught people to resist it. When they let go, though, the result is a power that bends even fate. Randall Thor, the Dragon Reborn, changed everything, not just because he could wield Saidin, but because he became the bridge between its fire and Saidar's flow, a game changer for the wheel's entire cosmology. Before Rand, male and female channelers existed in separate worlds. Aes Sedai feared male channelers as monsters, and male channelers hid from the tower's channeling. Rand shattered that divide first by purifying Saidin in Winter's heart, stripping away the Dark One's taint and proving the power itself was not evil. But more than that, he learned to trust Saidar's wielders, to see Nynaeve as a healer, not a threat, to let Egwene guide his power instead of fighting her. His unique ability was not just channeling Saidin, but seeing the One Power as a whole. When he stood in the heart of the stone, in the fires of heaven, he heard Luz Theron's voice warn him of the danger of division, of how the breaking happened because male channelers turned from female ones. Rand took that lesson to heart. He brought Logain Ablar, once a false dragon, now healed of the taint, into his circle, and together they worked with Aes Sedai to defend the world. For the first time in millennia, male and female channelers linked their powers not out of necessity, but out of trust. This was the cosmology shift. The wheel does not turn on one half of the power, but on both. Rand's role was not just to be a hero, but to be a unifier, to show the world that Saidin and Saidar are not enemies, but two parts of a single truth. This unity is what the old prophecies spoke of, though many misread them as tales of a lone hero. The prophecy of the dragon does not say the dragon will defeat the Dark One alone. It says he will bind what is broken and unite the divided. That divide is not just between nations or peoples. It is between Saidin and Saidar. In the world of Robert Jordan's The Wheel of Time, the oldest prophecies, carved into stone in the Age of Legends, speak of two hands turning the wheel, one of fire, one of water. Those hands are Saidin and Saidar. The Dark One's greatest weapon was never his shadow spawn or his Forsaken. It was division. He corrupted Saidin to turn male channelers against female ones, to make the world fear half of the One Power, because he knew unity would defeat him. The last battle proved this. When Rand stood against the Dark One at Sheol Ghul, he did not stand alone. Egwene led a host of Aes Sedai and male channelers, their weaves of Saidin and Saidar tangled together like a braid of light. Nynaeve healed the wounded, her Saidar weaving alongside Logain's Saidin to mend broken bodies and broken weaves. Without that union, the Dark One would have torn the pattern apart. The prophecy's true meaning is this: victory does not come from one power or one hero. It comes from balance, from two halves dancing as one. Bridging the divide between Saidin and Saidar was never just about channeling power. It was about healing the world's deepest wound, the belief that difference means danger. Rand, Egwene, Nynaeve, and Logain did not just weave the One Power in harmony, they wove the world back together. They showed that the fear of Saidin's fire and the pride in Saidar's flow were both illusions, that the One Power's greatest strength is in its wholeness. As the wheel turns into a new age, that lesson remains. The cosmos does not thrive on division. It thrives on dance, on two halves coming together to make something greater than themselves. That is the harmony of the One Power, and it is the only way to keep the darkness at bay.